Mm. What's up, guys? Welcome back to In the Press Box, episode 68. My name is Benjamin. You guys are?
I'm Aiden.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Alex. And you know what? Tennessee, Elite Eight this weekend. Let's roll the music.
That's it.
That's just so awkward. Okay, let's talk about what we're talking about today. NFL, March Madness, NHL, MLS, and then rounding it out with predictions. And we have a new person on top of predictions, according to my sources. I wonder who that person could be. It's me. It's me. Like, I'm the best. Okay, let's talk about the NFL. Draft is approaching. Titans trade for L'Jarius Sneed. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's great. I think we really needed a defensive player, and we finally got one. We got L'Jarius Sneed, who I think is one of the best cornerbacks in the league. And I think that with the new removal of the hip drop tackle, I don't know how that's going to affect anything, but I think he's overall a great defensive player, and great defensive players are able to work around that. But I mean, the role is pretty stupid. I'm sure we're going to talk about the role changes here soon if we didn't wrote that on the um, if we didn't wrote it on the thing. So, but overall, I think it's a good pickup for the Titans. Is what we definitely needed. We definitely needed some work on the secondary. I think the defensive line was good. We had Jeffrey Simmons. It was there. Harold Landry. That was there. We just needed secondary, and we went out and got L'Jarius Sneed, which I think is huge, and I think he's worth the amount of money he's getting paid. I think it's a really great deal, and overall, a win trade for the Titans. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we certainly got a good thing. And, I don't know if Benjamin was planning on to this weekend, but if he was going to have a cockfight, you're not allowed to. Now increased to a felony in the state of Tennessee. So Benjamin can't do that no more. And also, we really fleeced the trade. And Ron Cartridge, whatever his name is cooking.
I absolutely agree with everything with what you guys said, except I don't understand that rule thing. As for NFL rules, I disagree with it, but can I make a really bold statement?
Wait, real quick. You don't know what that law is? Cockfighting.
No.
That's like when you put two roosters and they like fight to death.
That's a thing?
Yeah, and you like bet on it, and one dies.
Well, that better be illegal. That's crazy to me. But what I was going to say is, let me make a bold statement. Derrick Henry, with these new rules changes, will be the best running back in the league yet again next year. That's what I think. Because think about it. Think about it. The only way that you can really tackle him now is you have to square your shoulders, right? Drop down and try to tackle him, compared to what they used to do, which is just go for the knees, hip drop, go for the knees. I absolutely think Derrick Henry will be the best running back.
But I think that's a bad thing, because I think they're gonna look at that like, oh, he's on the Ravens now. It's all because he's on the Ravens now, which I don't think would make. I think that's what people will say, because they hate the Titans and everyone's against the Titans because we're such a low marketed team that no one really cares for them besides people in Tennessee. So Baltimore Ravens, they're up there right now. They're super team, so they're gonna say, oh, the Titans suck. And I don't know if we have this on the thing on the whatever it's called. Why can't I not say the name on the whatever it's called, whatever Benjamin fills out. I can't get the word right, but the Titans, I feel like they're the schedule, all their trades that they've been making this past off season, besides, and we're not even with the draft yet, but besides L'Jarius Sneed, we've gotten a lot of picks, and everyone's saying Will Levis will not be good. And I don't know if you have this on there, whether or not the Titans will be good next year. But I think that people need to stop. They need to slow down. And I think they just forgot who Will Levis really is. I mean, he didn't really get to start until later in the season. I mean, I could say that if we started Will Levis at the beginning of the season, there's a good chance we could have made the playoffs. But we didn't. We stuck with Ryan Tannehill for the beginning of the season. Will Levis was injured, matter of fact, in preseason, so he couldn't do anything. It was either Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill. Went with Ryan Tannehill. That failed. I think we were like 2-4. We go up and I think it was near Halloween, that Sunday before Halloween. We go up against the Falcons. Will Levis's debut drops 4 touchdowns, and he doesn't do that good high peak of a performance just yet, but I think he's had a really great season. He's shown a lot of effort, especially in the Dolphins game, and people just forgot who he is. And he got injured, but we've improved our whole line. He's going to be a better quarterback next season. The Titans are going to be good. Stop the Will Levis hate. He will be better than C.J. Stroud.
I I agree. As Benjamin Gothic phase does agrees as well. Um, Benjamin, we all had that phase. Some a little bit longer than others, and some.
Hey,
Okay, so guys, I forgot. Where did Ryan Tannehill end up going? I kind of forgot.
I think he's still in free, right?
fishing in Florida.
No, like he went. He has a team, right? I thought he got picked up.
No. Did he? No, he didn't. I actually just saw something about that today. He didn't. But what I was just gonna say, let me just piggyback off of Aiden, except Alex, first say your thing.
Yeah, so I was actually gonna say, does this hip drop tackle thing? Is this gonna help out the quarterbacks even more? Because a lot of times you can't go for the head. Now you got to go bottom, and those offensive line, they come from behind, kind of from an O line, and they get after the hip, and it's gonna be a penalty now. So how's that gonna affect that? And is this gonna affect LeBron's legacy as well?
I mean, those are two very valid, points there and questions. I think that is going to affect both of those things. I think LeBron's legacy is on the line. If you look at it, some would argue that Jordan's more impactful, and I think that this rule is going to be more impactful than Michael Jordan was on the NBA. And therefore, LeBron is not going to be even remotely impactful anymore. So, yes, this does affect LeBron's legacy. It also completely affects the defensive lineman. But to piggyback off of Aiden, I was thinking with the Will Levis hate, here's where I feel like it comes from. If you look at his stats, right, he has around the same number of touchdowns to interceptions. He's 2-5 as a starter. He's injury prone. Now, the problem is with that is that if you don't watch a single Titans game, which I guarantee you probably about at least 75% of the haters have not seen a single Titans game this year in like full depth, right? They're just there to hate. Now, if you watch a full Titans game, then you get like a better idea. But to Titans fans, and I think to people who actually watch these games, he shows flashes. Do the stats look great? No. Does he get injured a lot? Yeah, he does. So those are two concerning things. But you can't make these judgments if you're not going to be watching these games because, as Aiden said, they're leaving out a lot of different things in these highlight clips or, whatever that you don't see. For instance, kind of his passion. I know that sounds kind of just crazy, but like this dude really wants to win. And I know that everybody wants to win, but there's just something different about Will Levis. Like that game in Miami where we're down by 2 touchdowns and we come back. That was where I was like, okay, this man is definitely our franchise quarterback. And you can't, because like, who does that? Like in Miami against the Dolphins, he comes back and then that passion that he shows, that creates an iconic moment, right? That that they'll be using those in hype videos all the time next year and years to come. But I mean, I like with what I've seen from Will Levis. Now, do I think he's like Josh Allen? No. But I think he could be very good. I think he could be a respectable franchise quarterback to even Josh Allen. But I wouldn't hate on him right now. But I kind of understand. Yes, who wants to go? I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick.
First.
I had my microphone because I wanted to say something first.
Alex.
Okay, so in your Discord Media class, to be picked for a graphic or short video, you had to be either a soccer player or a really elite player. And Will Levis an elite is in that very high percentage of players that you can do a feature story or some sort of digital sports media project on him. Yes, Benjamin says yes. Aiden, what do you got to say?
I just want to say that I think Will Levis will only get better. I think that The only way he won't get better if he keeps getting injured. But if he stays healthy, he's got a new offensive minded coach. So and he's got new offense weapons like Calvin Ridley and some more maybe to come in the draft. Maybe Brock Bowers. I don't know. Tony Pollard, and you have a good defense now to kind of help that offense a little more. I know it's a big impact to have a great defense as well. So I think that the Will Levis hate was going to stop after the beginning of the season because not only was he good last year, he'll be even better next year. That's all I have to say.
There's always going to be hate on Will Levis, for the Mayo stuff, some of the off the field antics. But I mean, there's always hate on some of these star players to a degree, and it's about how you overcome it. And I totally agree with what Aiden was saying right there. What's the score on that? I can't see. It's too blurry.
66-63. Clemson is up. 2 minutes and 23 remaining in the second half.
Oh boy, upset alert right there.
There's my prediction, but I picked in the win in my second chance bracket, so I'm doing
Yeah, but back to what I say with Will Levis, I totally agree with Aiden right there. I mean, sky's the limit for him if he can stay healthy. I just don't know if he can stay healthy. I'm concerned. Now, here's the problem with my point, I guess, that I just made is as I say that, I realize he's never really had a good offensive line. Kentucky didn't provide him with a good line. Last year's line was an absolute disaster. And no one also talks about that, actually. That's another point. When they hate on him, they say, oh, why is he making that throw? Or why is he making that read? Or, why are the stats so low and so bad? Because he didn't have time to throw. I mean, he was having to make crazy acrobatic throws. And another thing about Will Levis that will never go away, the decision making may be a problem. All those other things, form, that arm talent will never go away. I mean, that's an undeniable throw that he has. In his talent with the arm, in my opinion, is top 3 in the NFL. That's a bold take right there. But I believe that he can make top 3 caliber throws in the league. I don't know about the rest of the things, but he's got an undeniable arm. Another guy's Joe Milton too. Just to say that Joe Milton, undeniable arm. The decision making, the athleticism, no, it drops off a cliff after that. But the arm talent, unbelievable. Joe Milton,
90-yard pass on the dot in pro day.
What?
He threw a 90-yard dot in pro day.
Did you see they had to move it outside because they were worried he was going to hit the roof?
Because he did.
Okay, and you can say
last thing I want to say about Will Levis before we end it off is my favorite throw by him, by the way, was the one he did to NWI in I think it was his 4th touchdown in his debut. Some insane arm accuracy and same stuff where he can just throw it like that because he threw it at an angle. It wasn't just like straight out of the pocket. He had to run to the side. But I think another thing to worry about, last thing about him, is I think that his effort, I think, is a little bit too much because sometimes he'll run for the ball and that decision caused him to fly up in the air like in the Colts game or almost get like when he trucked Jalen Ramsey, which could have very easily gone the other way. So I think if he needs to calm down just a little bit because I think that could get himself injured beyond the O-line part.
Yeah, he's playing like a high school quarterback. There's nothing to prove that he needs to prove. He needs to play like an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, spot on. I never thought about that, guys. Actually, now that I just thought about that, you're right. Like, remember, like, also, like, some of those plays in the Dolphins game where he was just, like, lowering his shoulder into people, and they're like, that's my quarterback. But I'm like, I was worried. I was like, be careful with that. You can dislocate your shoulder. Yeah, you guys are right. And Alex summed it up perfectly. He's trying to be a high school quarterback. He needs to be an NFL quarterback. Uh-oh. Do we have a fight? What's going on? What's going on? Looks like Aiden must have said something. I didn't quite hear it.
Oh boy! Like Kamal had in this season.
Oh boy! All right, guys. We got another fight breaking out. I mean, it's a matter of time. I just try to keep them composed, but they get riled up, and it's gonna probably be a little bit intense. Speaking of March Madness, you guys were just showing me that game. Let's talk about March Madness. Round of 16. Tennessee still dancing as I predicted. And I know that you guys will be happy. Ooh, I can't see that score. 68-63. Oh, 65 now. 2:05 to go. Ooh. I'm actually going to go turn that on right now. But I did say Tennessee still dancing. Alex, what are your thoughts about the Vols still alive in the tournament? How are you feeling right
I
now?
mean, we've been playing good. I wore my Tennessee basketball shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Tennessee basketball shirt. Playing good. Um, Best team in the March Madness right now. We're dominating every team we play. Also, we just gonna talk about some of the upsets as well because we didn't. All right. So yeah, we should move on. Benjamin,
Let's
I have a question
also
for you about Virginia. Virginia
sure.
basketball.
Yeah, you can ask me that question really quick. I just want to say UConn up 59-44. So, in my opinion, do you guys see any team that can realistically stop UConn? I think if there was a team to do it, I'm not just saying this. I think it would be Tennessee, just due to the depth and Dalton Connect kind of being that player, that superstar that everybody can recognize like that. But I could be wrong. What do you guys think? Who could stop UConn, if anyone?
Tennessee is the only team that can stop them. Um, but Tennessee's gonna have a rough game against Purdue if they play that. I don't know if they can beat Purdue. Purdue, I believe they're the best team there, and it's really stupid how we're the second best for second best, or we're the not first best second seed. So like, I don't think we should be with Purdue. We should be going with Arizona, with North Carolina. It's really stupid the way that place we got. But we need to beat Purdue, we need to beat Creighton, and then we need to beat UConn, hopefully in the national championship.
Yeah, Tennessee, they've been playing. I don't think they've been playing not so well. I think we have to admit that Texas game, I think if they weren't playing Texas and Texas weren't doing as bad as they were, I think we would have lost. Because if it wasn't for Texas for doing even worse than we are, then I think we would have lost. But if you did look at that game, I mentioned, I don't know if you were watching that game, but we were shooting horrible in that first half. Um, yeah, we were like one of the only teams to win with like a certain shooting percentage, and I think that is like I'll find it here if I can find it again. But yeah, that was like pretty bad game for Tennessee, and we still ended up with the win. So I think we'll come back from that. So I think we'll beat Creighton. But Alex is right. Purdue's going to be a challenge. We've played Purdue this season actually, which is also an advantage that both of us have as we played each other. So that could be a different story. And it was a close game, actually. It was really close. Purdue ended up winning. In March Madness, though, I don't know. Can we do it?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we were the worst team shooting wise to ever win a March Madness game,
There we go. That's what
which is not good. But I believe in streaks. I mean, we've been playing bad. We're destined to go on a good run. That's what I believe.
I didn't watch the game. I didn't really watch the full game. I watched maybe like the tail end, I think is what I watched. I don't remember. That was like a week ago. But by the way, Clemson just slammed it down. They're up by 5. But what if we reversed it and said maybe in some ways that's a good thing? The fact that worst shooting percentage and
That's what I
you
just said.
still win. I'm just saying.
Like I believe in stats. The stats say we're a 50 overall shooting team, 50% shooting team. We've been shooting 25%. I believe we're destined to go on a 75% run. So I believe like stuff like that. Obviously not that degree, but I believe stats don't lie, and they'll correct itself by making us go on a massive run here soon. And same thing with other upsets. You want to go into those, or we still in Tennessee?
Clemson, they're doing good, and I actually picked Clemson, so I'm actually excited right now.
Yeah, Aiden did, and I didn't. I got Arizona in this one, so good for Clemson if they can pull this one out. Let's talk about some of those upsets. Alex is right. How about Oakland there, pulling out the upset against Kentucky? Here's the question, guys: is it time for Kentucky to fire Calipari? I saw Kentucky fans were just infuriated about these results. And Kentucky's not won. I read this. Kentucky's not been been in the second week of March Madness since 2018. So for a program that prides itself on basketball, that is not good. Would you guys fire Calipari even with that, even taking like a money hit like that?
I would say yes, and I think that also
Arizona 3.
goes to the same for Rick Barnes, but he's been doing a lot better than Calipari. So I'm not gonna say the seat is not as hot as for Calipari than Rick Barnes, because Rick Barnes has actually been to the Sweet 16 back to back, which is last year and this year. But has he made it beyond that? Not in a while, not that I know of. So I think all coaches that lose and that have high expectations have a hot seat and have a big chance to get fired. Kentucky, they've done it multiple years in a row. They've done it multiple times. We've seen it. So yes, I say Calipari is probably. I don't know if how Kentucky will handle it, but I think he should be fired. I think this should move on.
I believe that he's not good, but I don't think he deserves to be fired because there is really no one to replace him. First of all, the pay cut they would lose, and also just the talent and coach right now. The second best coach right now, or the best coach right now, but the second to replace him would be Rick Barnes, and he isn't leaving. So there's no one up in John Calipari's level. I believe John Calipari, Bill Self, and Rick Barnes are up there for number one, and they're not leaving their respected conferences or schools until they retire.
Yeah. I don't know about that last comment, but I don't think Rick Barnes is leaving soon, especially with his performances lately, getting out and now the second week back-to-back seasons. But with that being said, let's just make sure if you're Tennessee, right, against Creighton, make good performance in the Sweet 16. Okay, get to the Elite Eight and his job's safe. Wow, Clemson, how about it? Okay, his job's safe if you get to the Elite Eight. Let's say you get blown out by Creighton in the Sweet 16, then we kind of are coming here next week talking about whether he's safe or not. So we'll have to see. Do you guys want to talk about any other March Madness things, or should we move on?
Did y'all see that? What's his face? Got broke the record most threes.
I did not, actually. Oh, wait. Oh, the Oakland player?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
One thing I like to say is I think Clemson, the reason why I picked Clemson is because I think they've been super hot. So I think if they win this game, they're a team to look out for that could potentially beat UConn in the Elite Eight. That's it. That's all I got to say.
I like New Mexico. They lost first round.
Yeah, I mean, this didn't
Benjamin.
work out.
28 teams, and none of them got past the first round.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, it was rough for New Mexico, but wasn't rough for my bracket. At least my bracket looked pretty good. Except if I didn't have New Mexico going on some ridiculous. Here comes Clemson. Clemson's done it. Clemson's gonna beat Arizona. Wow, I don't know if you guys are watching this right now.
Yeah, we are.
Do you see that? Did you see that transition and then the and oh yeah, you're gonna see it right now. Watch, and one coming. Boom.
We haven't seen that.
And one.
We're like ahead. Is it still showing replays for you?
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Yeah.
you are ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the NHL because it'd be crazy for me to not do this podcast and not mention what the Nashville Predators are doing. The Nashville Predators, 18-point game streak. How about those Preds? Like, I want to get to a game so bad. If those ticket prices weren't so expensive, I'd totally be there. But, yeah, you're right. There you go. I just saw it. Wow, Clemson's done it. But how about the Preds, man? 18-point game streak. Philip Forsberg looking good. All these players chipping in. I think I was talking about that on the last episode about that 2017 team. You had those kind of random players scoring goals, chipping in. This team kind of has that feel to me. And we now have gone from potentially sellers at the trade deadline all the way up to maybe a third seed in the West. So, I mean, that is just nothing short of remarkable. Such a great job. What do you guys think about the Preds right now? As we're looking to make it 19 tonight. I don't know what the score is in that. Let me go double check. But what do you guys think about the Preds?
I mean, we're really good. We've been playing. It doesn't start till 9 o'clock, by the way.
Oh, I didn't realize that. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing good. The Swedish meatballs have been playing really well. Our entire team's looking good. But my only thing is concerned, we're going to be hot going all the way to the playoffs. I don't know if that's a good recipe. That's my only worries.
Yeah, like, what if, like, we kind of, calm down a little bit right before? So, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that would be, a long time. I'm also a little bit worried about UC Saros. I'm still waiting to see him hit that full stride that we know that he can hit. Because once he does that, I mean, I'd pick us beating pretty much any team in the West except for Dallas, probably, or Colorado. I mean, I think we can handle anybody. I think we could easily get past Winnipeg, given what's going on there. Uh, crowd not the same. They're kind of lacking some big players over there. Dallas is one that scares me. I know it's not scaring Preds fans necessarily, but they do scare me. And Colorado, of course, but the rest, like the Vegases, maybe St. Louis, if they can sneak in, I think we handle them comfortably. But I don't know. Time will tell. We'll have to see. But shout out to the Preds for their point streak. Any final thoughts about the Preds?
They've been doing good. I don't watch it, but I will admit, as a Preds fan, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, all right. Let's quickly talk about the MLS. Giroud signs for LAFC. What a signing for LAFC. Probably making them contenders. Olivier Giroud, one of the best French players of all time, signs that DP deal for after the Euros this summer. That should just be unbelievable. LAFC is loaded, and I would say that they would easily, comfortably beat Miami. I will go as far as to say that due to Messi's injuries. Let's talk about that, Messi's injuries. And then sign of inconsistency to come. Do you guys think that Miami will be inconsistent with Messi kind of being on and off and injured? Alex, what do you think about that?
I don't know. He'll be back for the playoffs, and they'll get the job done. Not win it, but maybe they'll get it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be close. I don't know about Miami. I feel a little bit kind of inconsistent. The financials are inconsistent. They spend too much on certain players. I think it's a little too good to be true. It's a little too much at one time for them to handle. So I personally see Miami actually maybe struggling later this year. I think it's going to be a surprise, but I give it around the summer, and I think later summer, like in August, they're going to be struggling a little bit. But LAFC, that's right when they're going to hit their full stride. Giroud joining late July, August area, 18-month deal. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but he is the real deal. You should look him up. 37, he has 20 goals, I believe, in the Serie A right now. Still doing great in the top flight. This man's on fire. He's going to be different gravy for LAFC. Any final thoughts about the MLS?
I heard a joke rumor, but I kind of looked into it, and it wouldn't be too far off. McKinney signs with U.S. Weston McKinney. Or Nashville. I see, like, if he signed with.
I saw that too. I know exactly who that is that tweeted that. They do that all the time, like the little troll tweets. Have you seen that?
No. It said they made it was like some.
Oh, was it like legitimate? Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I kind of looked into it, and it wouldn't be too bad. But I don't. It's not realistic. I don't think we're gonna get him, but it would be.
No. But if we did that, I would be going insane. Could you imagine if we got McKinney? Oh yeah, shout out to the U.S. too, beating Mexico again. That's good to see this kind of generation.
One guy on Twitter, and he got plowed in the face with a beer bottle, and didn't look too good.
Like the U.S. fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, that didn't look good either. All right, any final thoughts, and then we'll move on to predictions.
I think Nashville SC right now is in the bottom of the league right now, so they need to step it up.
They do. That starts this Saturday against Columbus.
3 draws, 1 win, and 1 loss or something.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've been keeping up with my stuff, and I think they need to step it up.
And Aiden's right too. Not looking great. We take that. You take a rough loss to LAFC.
Arizona.
Well, yeah, that was kind of dumb because I made it.
No, that should count. They should count because the bracket's locked. So I've picked Clemson for the second chance. It locked.
No. Oh yeah. Did you do the second chance?
I didn't, but I would have. I'll be honest. I would have picked Arizona.
So we'll just do it because I feel very proud.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'm okay with that.
I mean, there's no wagers, of course.
Buddy's in the negatives, right? Isn't he in the negatives?
Mm-hmm.
We actually you said he was going to be suspended, but I guess that went out the window. I don't know how this goes.
Yeah, because I would still be in the negatives. How do I get out of the negatives? By keep predicting. It makes no sense.
All right, Clemson and Arizona. Who do you guys have?
Clemson and Arizona. I have Clemson.
All right, I got Arizona, or I had Arizona. Alex, who'd you had? Who'd you have?
I believe Arizona. Let me double check, make sure. I'm going
No,
into the second.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
I'm going to second chance brackets.
Okay. And those things, bro. Oh, I believe. No, actually, what? I had Clemson. No way. I had Clemson. If you say that, I'm gonna be mad.
I have.
I'm in your group, Alex. I know if I can tell if you're right or wrong.
I got it. I had Arizona.
Okay, all right. Okay, and then I'm assuming we all had UConn, right?
Yes.
All right, everybody's got UConn.
I have San Diego State.
You did?
Do you want to wager on that, Alex? Do you want to
You want to
wager?
wager? You want to wager? The game's still going.
You think they're gonna come back?
No.
They're only
Wait,
down
you
71
actually
to
had
45.
San Diego State. Oh man, Alex.
Wait,
Okay.
did you have them beating the Iowa State in the Elite Eight too?
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Alabama and North Carolina. I'm gonna go with the Tar Heels in North Carolina.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Brady's team, aka get back to your seat, North Carolina.
I'm going to give to the team that worried Benjamin when he didn't bring his ID to school. Going with the North Carolina Tar Heels.
All right, North Carolina. Okay, Illinois and Iowa State. This is a one I kind of went back and forth on, but I'm gonna go with the Illini of Illinois.
Do you hear a noise? Because I do. I hear the Cyclones coming in.
This is why I think he's weird sometimes.
That was
Okay.
good.
That was the most creative thing that you've done on this podcast in a very long time, right there. That was very impressive, like a sound effect. Aiden, did you hear that? He not only did he make the joke, he added a sound effect to take it to the next level. That's some special sauce right there. I respect that.
Well,
Little weird though.
I have Illinois winning.
Okay, NC State against Marquette. I have Marquette, but barely, very close.
I have Marquette.
I have North Carolina State.
Do
You want to wager? Wager, please.
No. My original bracket, I picked Marquette to go all the way, so I can't do that.
No, this is different, Alex.
No, I don't.
I mean, I don't care.
On my
Hey,
second test bracket,
what's
I picked
my
Marquette.
points? 43, and yours is like 8 or something. So
Can I go with Marquette? Wait, no, I don't know what.
No,
if I don't wager, right? If I don't wager, that literally you guys are just guaranteeing that I lead you like over and over. So I don't care. I like
Okay,
good by me not to wager. Carry on.
There's one we can wager on.
Okay. Gonzaga against Purdue. I think I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. I think I had the Zags in this one. My bracket. I'm gonna go with the Zags.
Purdue wager.
There we go. There's the game.
I'm not wagering that.
Yeah.
Then you suck. Then you suck. Then you suck. Then you suck. Benjamin, I'm gonna throw you in the shade next time, Benjamin, if you don't wager this one.
Duke and Houston. Duke and Houston. Who do you have?
I have Duke.
I'm 3 days into my bracket and it's already screwed up. So I got Duke and Jared McCain.
Who do you have, Benjamin?
Houston.
All right,
And I'll wager.
Let's wager.
I'll wager 2 each.
4 points each.
How about this? 3 points each.
10 points.
No. Okay, 4 points each, 8 points.
I'm trying to get out of the negatives.
Deal.
8 points. Aiden, I know exactly what you're doing. Aiden, I know what you're doing. But I won't be cheap. Okay, I'm not gonna just like hold you guys like,
Guys, let's make a new rule. Next one. The first place person has to wager at least twice for more than half their points.
He's never going to be in first. That's why he's saying it.
He's in third. You're not.
Alex, fight all you want, but that's the most accurate statement tonight.
Bro, okay, this is for Benjamin too. This is for Aiden and Benjamin.
All right, Creighton and Tennessee. Who do you have?
I have Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
I have Tennessee too. All right, let's move on to the MLS. FC Cincinnati against Charlotte FC. Who do you have?
I have Charlotte.
I got Charlotte in the shot. Or FC Cincinnati.
I have FC Cincinnati in this one. All right. New York City FC against Inter Miami. I've got Inter Miami. Even though Messi's not there, I still have them winning at home.
I have Inter Miami.
Inter Miami in the chat. Inter Miami in the chat.
Seattle Sounders against the Galaxy. I'm gonna go with the LA Galaxy on this one. I like what LA's doing.
I'm gonna go with the Seattle Sounders.
Going with the LA Galaxy.
All right, last one. Columbus Crew against Nashville SC. Who do you guys have?
I have Columbus Crew.
I'm gonna put this on your Benjamin feature story. Going with the Columbus Crew. Y'all suck, Nashville SC.
We didn't go to that game last year, right?
Yeah.
I got actually Nashville SC genuinely in this one, but I'm not gonna wager. I'm not falling for that. I know, like that is so obvious right there.
You're as sweet as a sweet 16. You're as sweet 16.
Okay, what was it the extra face thing? That's
I gotta feel myself. I gotta feel the vibe.
There was no vibe. There was just an awkward silence with the microphone here.
And this whole podcast is just a little bit awkward. Okay,
Yeah.
let's be real now. Like it's not like our first awkward moment.
And you're over
Okay.
here, you're
If
going.
you're still listening, you just wasted about 30. Well, actually, I won't. Dang it! Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out. That's gonna sound so bad. Edit that out. Actually, edit that. Wait, actually, edit that. I'm not even playing games. Oh man, we're trying to promote this thing. Oh man. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Wait.
We're sending our this is the podcast that we are sending for internships. So
Please don't, bro. I just know that this will not be edited out. I just have this feeling it's just like not gonna do it. Yeah, you.
Oh, no,
Alex
it-
knows.
It's gonna take
All right.
45 minutes.
no, it won't. But
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Appreciate it. Go Doors. How about our new head coach? Yes, sir. Door Nation, Vandy Nation, rise up. Intruding on this podcast. Filter with Tennessee. Door Nation, go Doors.
all right,
We'll be back in March.
So one more thing, since Benjamin's not going to be here no more, me and Alex next Saturday starts WrestleMania. So give us the 3 likes and we'll do a WrestleMania topic next week's podcast, right, Alex?
Mhm.
We would love to do that. Me and Alex will host it. One segment only probably takes 10, 15 minutes. I don't know, maybe less than that, but it has to be included if we get 3 likes. So I'm gonna make that. You make that idea? Is that a deal, Benjamin? 3 likes.
That's a deal. Give me 5 likes and I'll do a whole segment on tennis.
All right. So we'll see. New change for the podcast. Benjamin's now up, and another new change is now when Alex fights me, he can't do a hip drop tackle. So that way we kind of stay fair and safe with the NFL rules. And then next week the rule would be a flag football. So like he can't tackle me no more. So it'll be flag, just like NFL. Oh, one thing we didn't talk
All
about.
about safety.
We didn't talk about the kickoff rule real quick. I actually like it. I like it.
I love it.
Yeah, Alex, you
Sorta.
like it?
Wait a minute, you just were complaining about it.
I changed my mind once I kind of like looked at it. I was like, okay, this isn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah,
I was just kind of
that'd be
like,
pretty good.
I was like going with like the flow because like other people were complaining about it. So then I like started complaining about it too, just to be like everybody else. And then I actually watched it and I was like, I'm gonna be different, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna complain.
I mean, it's pretty loud, just like Mr. Crumby's speakers. I mean, the fans get loud. Benjamin's voice gets loud. It gets clear. It's clear to see that NFL do not want injuries.
UFL
Wait.
starts this Saturday.
Wait, let me hold on. Let me make one like little special shout out on this podcast, okay? If anyone is still listening at this point, please comment something so I know, okay? But there's a certain person that is afraid to sign a contract, okay? And knows potentially someone that's listening right now Please sign the contract. Let's make this happen. Let me just show off like a quick little boxing move I've been working on. Hold on.
Benjamin.
Why did it freeze for a little bit? Okay, well, the computer froze.
Benjamin, the computer froze halfway through.
Hold on. Let me
Basically told you that contract will not be signed.
Hey, sign contract, sign here. Okay, let me just show you the move better.
Benjamin, tell him you stand on business and you're ready to fight. Benjamin, ASL. Benjamin, ASL. Tell him ASL, let's fight. I stand on business. No, that's not what it was. I stand on business. Business.
All right, if you want Alex to do an American Sign Language segment and a Dungeons and Dragons segment, please get us to 10 likes.
Don't get it.
If Tennessee wins the national championship, I dedicate the entire podcast to an ASL.
I'll deal. If Tennessee wins the championship, we do the podcast in ASL.
No, not an ASL, about ASL.
Great, we'll do it. We'll do it. Except, hey, that was supposed to be a serious moment right there to people who are watching. Sign the contract. You see my boxing skills. Just so you know, those punches would have been a knockout. I just want everybody to know that, okay? That would have been a knockout. In fact, that would have probably been a Mike Tyson-esque knockout. I just want to throw that out there, okay?
We'll bite you, little mister.
Have a good night. Sign the contract. I've moved on from Alex Lee. I already fought him last year. I won. I destroyed him. That video was not released because he was embarrassed to release it. Now I'm moving on to you-know-who. Sign the contract. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, and if I watch that, I'm going to become the computer screen. My face will froze up. I do not know what I would be watching there. All right, well, thank you all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Alex, you got anything they got to know?
The Vols, watch the game 10:10 Eastern Time on TBS True TV tomorrow. See you guys. Go Vols.
The Vols.